psychological aspects might be mimicking like a psychological one. So today through my webinar, I try to share my experiences, like how I learned to see the whole picture, how I started spotting the signs which are mimicking like, and what are the strategies I'm using right now, and how I understood the importance of working with other professionals, especially. So, is there anybody who is working with the school as a school counselor? Can you please type? Okay.
Madam, I am doing school counseling.
Okay, okay. You're a school counselor, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. In that case, I think we are going to have so much fun today. Okay, so let me explain why integrating physical aspects is really crucial for me as a school counselor is to know the possible root causes to get the good outcome out of the treatment. Knowing all the root causes is not possible, I know that. By examining certain physical aspects, by asking certain questions beyond the medical history. Usually we do ask medical history, right? Like we do ask personal information, family history, past psychiatry history, past medical history, like that we do ask. But sometimes, to rule out the physical health aspects, it's very important for us to ask specific questions which are related to lifestyle, like nutrition history, like the level of their hydration, physical activity, sleep, their morning routines, their evening routines, I mean, before going to bed, their screen timing, and so many things like that. So I do have a certain approach where I do ask these specific questions so that I can rule out possible physical aspects of psychological concerns. So when it comes to taking nutritional history, for me, taking nutrition history is really important. Earlier, I used to do that personally. You might be thinking, like, how come you can do that and how come you can rule out? You did not to have that doubt. While doing my master's, as per my university norms, we supposed to opt for IDC and MDC papers. For that, I think I have opted for human development department, at the same time nutrition department, food safety management department especially. So I do have a basic knowledge. Earlier I used to manage with that knowledge, but this year thankfully my institution hired a dietitian, because we know the importance of nutrients for the students, especially they are in their growing ages, right? So nutrients are very tiny workers, as we know, but they plays a crucial role. Even one nutrient is not sufficient.
మళ్ళీ మారుతుంటది కదా, అవి ఎట్లా మార్చాలని.
Sir, is everything okay?
Yeah, everyone, I request everyone to please mute your things అండి. నాగలక్ష్మి గారు, మురళీధర్ గారు, గడ్డం సుబ్బారావు గారు, శోభా కాసా, please mute your mics. Please. Yeah, Shobha garu, please. Yeah. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you for your cooperation. Yeah, Anjum, please continue.
Yeah. So why I give a lot of importance to nutrition is I know the importance of nutritional deficiencies, how it can contribute. For example, you take magnesium, we call it as a calming agent. Am I right? Am I right, ma'am?
For example,
could you please switch off your...
2 months
Rajeshwari ma'am?
Anju, 1 second. Sindhu, you are a host. Sindhu, please, can you mute everyone? Yes. Sridhar sir, please mute yourself, sir. Yeah, Anju.
Yeah. So as we consider magnesium, right, like nutrients plays a major role. Even a single nutrient is missing from our body, it can, you know, throw the entire system off the balance. Am I right? So when it comes to, for example, magnesium, we call it as a calming agent. So it actually have a control over our nervous system, how they function. Am I right? So not only that, actually magnesium involves in 300 plus biomedical reactions in our body. Just imagine a person who is lacking magnesium in their body. So they are not only messing up with their nervous function, they also messing up with 300 biochemical reactions in their body. So not only that, when it comes to zinc, I think we call it as a mood stabilizer. We do call it as a synapse builder. When it comes to iron, we call it as a oxygen carrier. And when it comes to vitamins, especially B complex, we call them as a energy and neurotransmitter crew, right? So any of these are missing from the body. Any of the, you know, things are not in proper amount in our blood, it can actually mess up with the neurotransmitter function, the entire function. Not only neurotransmitter, it just collapse with the entire function. So that's why I give a lot of importance in order to take the entire case history. I give importance to this nutrition history. I do ask questions like, have you noticed any changes in, you know, your appetite? I do ask these questions to my students, like, do they have any digestive issues? Are they seeing any doctor? Are they are under any medication right now? And whenever they are feeling stress, are they reaching out to the food or they are avoiding the food? I just want to know, like, whether they are gaining weight, or whether they are losing weight drastically. And I even ask about kitchen ingredients, like what kind of oils they are using, what kind of spices they are using, are they using any dairy products which are packed to one, especially. I do even ask them, like, how many meals you are having per day, are you skipping any meal on a regular basis or most of the time? How do they are having the food, whether they are having it slowly or having it fast, because it has its impact, right? So I even ask them, like, do you have any difficulties in chewing? Are they having any packed food, junk food while having it? What kind of feelings they do have? Are they having any religious and cultural food practices at home? So after asking all these questions, if I come across anything, something is missing.
Anjum garu, 1 minute. Anjum
Yes,
garu, 1
yes.
minute. Prasanthi garu, please mute your mic. Okay. Madam, carry on.
Yeah. Is everything okay, sir, now? Yeah. So I do ask these questions because through this I'll understand, like, where things are going wrong. And I speak to the children, I speak to the parent especially, because when it comes to nutrition, parents have so much role to play. Am I right? So I just make them understand that to go for a vitamin deficiency test, most of the physicians won't prefer this. I think whenever you go to even hospitals with certain physical issues, they opt for just a normal, you know, complete blood profile, or they will opt for hemoglobin test, right? So most of the physicians avoid writing this vitamin and mineral deficiency test. I don't know why, but yeah, they do that. But whenever a child comes with all these issues, like they're having any digestive issues, if the child comes with especially behavioral concerns, irritability, and mood related stuff, when the teacher is referring me, I definitely ask the parent to get one vitamin or mineral deficiency report once, because by looking at that only I can figure out, like, whether we can work on it. Once I understand that a child might be having any digestive issues, if they are losing or gaining any weight, I just create awareness in the child. First, I talk to the child the importance about the nutrition. Most of the case, it won't work actually, and I especially speak to the parent. I just highlight the importance of having nutritious food. I just tell them, like, for example, um, I speak a lot about the ingredients, kitchen ingredients, especially oils. I ask them what kind of oils they are using right now. So most of the parent tells me that they are using refined oils. So as you know, refined oils having high content of omega-6 fatty acids. See, I'm not saying it's bad. our body requires a little amount of omega-6 fatty acids, but these refined oils, of course, they are having chemicals. At the same time, they are having high level of omega-6 fatty acids, which can hamper our liver function, which is responsible for, I think you have an idea about a thyroid gland, right? Liver helps inactive thyroid hormone, which is T4, convert as the active thyroid hormone, which is T3. So liver plays a crucial role when it comes to turning T4 into T3. If these omega-6 fatty acids, if these go and combined with the liver cells, it will just overwhelm the liver function. It creates a inflammation there. Because of that, what happens, liver may not be able to do that transformation T4 to T3. So somewhere or other, these refined oils just mess up with the thyroid gland, which further triggers the endocrine dysfunctions. And you know how hormones have impact on the child's mood, especially teenagers' mood. So somewhere or other, oils plays a major role. So I asked the parent. So this year we have hired a dietitian in our institution. She also speak to the parents, to speak to the children. We are creating awareness sessions on the nutrition nowadays. I even asked about the spices. Then I asked the parent to have a particular family mealtime practices. See, when it comes to my home, so I belongs to Muslim community. So before having a food, we offer a gratitude prayer. Then we recite some verses of Quran. Then just we'll have it. So not only in Islam religion, I think every religion, they do have their own certain of practices, religious practice. If not somebody's not practicing religious practices, I think they can practice a gratitude. Why? Because that practice brings awareness on the food. When it comes to Sanatana Dharma, I think according to Hindu Dharma, food is a gift of Ma Annapurna, I guess, right? So when Annapurna's gift is on our plate, మనం అంటాం కదా అన్నం పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపం, అన్నపూర్ణ దేవి కటాక్షం అని చెప్పేస్తాము. పూజ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో కూడా మనం టీవీ చూడడం కానీ, మొబైల్ స్క్రోల్ చేయడం కానీ, పక్కన వాళ్ళతో డిస్కస్ చేయడం కానీ చేయం. ఎందుకు అంటే వీఆర్ లిటిల్ కేర్ అబౌట్ ద ఇట్స్ లైక్ షోయింగ్ disrespect towards the god and goddesses whom you are praying for. Am I right? But when it comes to food, we know that it is the blessings of Ma Annapurna. But somewhere or other, we fail to give the same respect to it. When we are having it, mindless scrolling, children will be doing, even elders will be doing, watching the TV or discussing together. And when I asked them why you are discussing while having food, they said like family lives together, eats together. Yes, of course, it's a really good policy. But while having food, it's really important for us to pay attention on the food. Even though you are having a nutritious food, which is balanced one, if you are having a plate full of carbs, protein, fiber, if you're not paying attention what you're having, if you're not eating mindfully, if you're not chewing it so well, there are high chances that your body may not be absorbing those nutrients.
కవిత వచ్చింది ఎక్కడ చేస్తున్నంత
There is a disturbance, sir. Krishna Paras, sir, could you please help me up with this? There is a disturbance. May I continue?
Yes, you may continue, ma'am. You may continue.
Yeah, sure.
All the participants, you are requested to keep yourself muted, please.
Okay, it happens. So even though you are having a well-planned dietitian plan, just manchi meal తీసుకుంటున్నారు, it's full of proteins, full of carbs and fiber. Even though you're having it, if you're not paying attention, if you're not having your food mindfully, brain can't figure out that how much carbs there in it, how much protein is there, how much fiber is there, how many nutrients body is going to get. It may not be able to calculate. Am I right? So when it's not calculating properly, it may not able to secrete the enzymes properly in our GIT. So what happens? body organs may not be able to absorb the nutrients present in the food. That's why I highlight the importance of having meals slowly, chewing well, having certain religious or food practices at home. I speak about this a lot with the parents, with the teachers, and with the students as well. And then I usually now, whenever a child comes to me after asking these questions, I give them the worksheet where I've been asking about physical aspect, like nutritional aspects, not only nutritional aspect. Later we discuss about the hydration, physical activity, sleep, and all. So అవన్నీ కలిపిన ఒక worksheet ఉంటుంది where they have to maintain a track sheet. It's like a tracker, physical tracker. So after a month, I will just go through it where they are going wrong. Are they having any packed food, junk food very often? Are they chewing food well? Are they eating slow or fast? I'll just get to know. After that, only I'll be having a meeting with the parent. I'll be having a proper meeting with the child as well. So that time, I just highlight this, like not to use any refined oils, use homemade spices, eat properly, eat slowly, chew it well, pay attention, have mindful eating. And most of the time, డైజెస్టివ్ ఇష్యూస్, దీని గురించి చాలా మందికి ఐడియా ఉండదు. When I was looking after the trackers, physical trackers of the children, I understood that somewhere out of 10, minimum 2 to 3 children are facing digestive issues. I don't know how it's happening outside my institution, but in my institution, we do have around 3,500 children. So out of 10, I could say that out of 10, minimum 2 to 3 children having digestive issues. And you guys know how important digestive health is, because that's where our microbiome is there. So we know about the gut brain axis. I speak a lot about it with the students, with the parents, with the teachers. I tell them, I asked parents to just take them to a gastroenterologist. Let me share one instant which happened, I think 3 to 4 times, which just surprised me. 9th క్లాస్ అమ్మాయి, తను యూజువల్గా ఏంటి అంటే లైక్ పెరగన్నం తీసుకొస్తుంది, లేదు అంటే ఈజీగా డైజెస్ట్ అయ్యే ఖిచిడి, దలియా లాంటివి తీసుకొస్తూ ఉంటుంది అనమాట. సో షీ కేమ్ అప్ ఫర్ విజిట్. టీచర్ రెఫర్ చేశారు తనకు, లైక్ అటెన్షన్ సరిగ్గా ఉండట్లేదు, చదివింది గుర్తుండట్లేదు, ప్రజెంట్ చేయలేకపోతుంది, ఇరిటేట్ అయిపోతుంది అని చెప్పేసి నా దగ్గర పంపించారు. So in worksheet, as I said, I gave her a worksheet. So after looking at the worksheet for 15 days, I went to her class. I discussed with her teacher as well, like what she usually take. So teacher told me that she takes only curd rice. Most of the time it's a curd rice. Then I asked her what happened. She said like, ma'am, if I eat something else other than this easily digestible food, she vomit that. So then I asked her, have you seen any doctor? She said, yes, we have seen our family doctor. She's a gynecologist. I asked her, you have GIT issue, you're supposed to see a gastroenterologist, not the gynecologist. Of course, they refer you some medication that will be helpful. But if you're having this issue almost from the past 1 year, so it's a high time. Then I called the parents, I spoke to the parents. For my surprise, they said like, ma'am, I think they come from the background of Pujari's family. They have faith in this astrology. I do have a huge respect towards Vedic astrology, no doubt in it. So her father told me, ma'am, tanakipudu the Rahu time nadustundi, Rahu Mahardasha nadustundi అని చెప్పారు. So I can totally understand. There are certain things which are beyond scientific explanations. I can. But మీలో ఎంతమంది ఆస్ట్రాలజీని చూస్తారో నాకైతే తెలియదు. But whichever astrologer you go, I have a basic knowledge. I don't know much deeper about it, but I do have a basic knowledge about it. మనం ఏ astrologer దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినా కానీ, if there is anything wrong, like గ్రహాస్ హ్యావ్ దేర్ ఓన్ స్వభావ, రైట్? గ్రహస్థితి చాలా బాగుంది అంటే కొన్ని ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ చాలా బాగుంటాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, వెన్ యూ టేక్ రవి సన్, ఆయన గ్రహస్థితి బాగుంది అంటే మీరు ఏం మాట్లాడినా కానీ ఇట్ రీచ్ అవుట్ టు పీపుల్ సో వెల్, ఇట్ గెట్స్ యూ ఫేమ్ అండ్ ఆల్. అదే రవి నీచ స్థితిలో ఉన్నారు అంటే whatever you speak, it will takes you to that trouble. So that's how it is, right? So I know a basic knowledge about it. Rahu Mahardasha, yes, I can understand. It comes up with certain digestive issues as Rahu doesn't have a body, so it may give. So, but whenever you go to a pujari ayya, they first tell you to change your attitude. You work on the swabhava, they definitely tell. Next, they say that rule out the physical aspects, see a doctor if you are having any ailments. And third, they will say the pariharas. Pariharas comes last, I guess. First of all, they need to fix their attitude. Second, they need to look after any issues like regarding family concerns, regarding health concerns. They definitely ask us to rule out that as well. But here, in this case, not only one or two times, it happened many times. Whenever I said that, no, ma'am, we have been taking this girl, this boy to the many hospitals, but nothing is turning out. I think once the Mahardasha passes, they will be fine. That's why we are not taking them any other hospitals. So I spoke to them regarding this. I made them understand it's okay. You do whatever pariharas you are doing, whatever Shanti pujas you are doing. I have immense respect for that. But please take her to a gastroenterologist first. So after a lot of pressure, they took her and found out that in microbiome there is a bad మనకు తెలుసు కదా గుడ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఉంటుంది బ్యాడ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఉంటుంది బ్యాడ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా రేషియో చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంది ఉండవలసిన దానికన్నా చాలా చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంది సో దే హ్యావ్ గాన్ త్రూ దట్ ఎండోస్కోపీ అండ్ ఫౌండ్ అవుట్ దిస్ రిజల్ట్ సో ఆఫ్టర్ ఐ థింక్ 3 months మెడికేషన్ ఇచ్చారు కోర్స్ ఇచ్చారు after using that girl was like absolutely fine ఆ డైజెస్టివ్ ఇష్యూస్ లేవు ఇదంతా నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నాను అంటే when you take nutrition history, each family has some or other story to tell you to get excuse from it. So that's why I'm explaining this. Next, let me discuss about what are the strategies we have applied in the school premises to enhance the nutritional value. First thing, we have hired a dietitian this year who is promoting promoting the nutritional importance. At the same time, children who are getting most of the time pickles and all, right? There are certain families who cannot able to cook in the morning. Most of the time they are giving the pickles, they are giving the fried rice, oily items. So I told them you can you can opt for the day boarding, and day boarding menu is completely designed by the dietitians. So that option we have provided so that we are ensuring at least one meal they can have it properly. And even we are providing the 2 snacks, morning snack and evening snack also we are providing, which is healthy, nutritious. So at least we are making sure that, and there are certain students who are opting for the morning breakfast as well. We are providing that. Our school is providing that. And afternoons before lunchtime, we are asking them to do meditation. We do have speakers in every classroom. We took the help of the yoga instructor. Our time lo yoga instructor vachestaru, meditation change చేస్తారు ఒక 2 minutes. Then I have instructed them about the mindful eating. So teachers help us out, and even I do personal monitoring. I just go to the floors and I just check it out. So we are ensuring that at least one meal, at least 2 snacks, they are having it mindfully so that at least a little amount of nutrients adds on in their body. So those are the strategies which we are taking as of now. Next comes hydration. I did not to tell you how important this is, right? Yeah. So in order to understand how much hydrated they are, I do ask questions like how much water they are drinking. In certain cases, children may not be able to tell, especially primary children, they don't know how to say it. Then I ask them, you are getting bottle in the morning, right? Are you finishing it? Are you refilling it? I just ask them. Then I ask them whether you are having it slowly or fast. ఎందుకంటే 3 లీటర్ల వాటర్ 2.5 లీటర్ వాటర్ తాగినా కానీ స్లోగా మైండ్ఫుల్ గా తాగకపోతే our body doesn't know how to absorb it, how to utilize it, just go waste. That's why I highlight the importance of having water very slowly. And if most of the children says that no ma'am, we are taking only half bottle, we are finishing only half bottle, we are finishing only one bottle, then I asked them, what is preventing you? Because there are so many children told me these reasons, like, ma'am, గుర్తుండట్లేదు, taste బాగుండదు, వామిటింగ్ సెన్సేషన్ వచ్చేస్తుంది,
అంత
అండ్
గట్టి
మ్యామ్ కింద ఫ్లోర్ లో
పెట్టుకున్న అంత
ఉంది,
వినిపిస్తుంది ఇంద్ర.
అక్కడ వరకు వెళ్ళి తీసుకుని
Ma'am,
రావాలంటే
lot of disturbance is coming, ma'am. Unable to hear clearly.
మ్యూట్ పెట్టుకోండమ్మా, మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టుకోండి ప్లీజ్. ఎవరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేయొద్దు ప్లీజ్.
సార్ ఒక్క విషయం సార్ ప్లీజ్, అందులో మ్యూట్ ఉంటుంది సార్, ఆల్ మ్యూట్ కొట్టేసేయండి సార్, ఎవరైనా అవసరం ఉన్న వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడతారు తర్వాత, క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ప్లీజ్.
రాజేశ్వరి గారు మీరు అడ్మిన్ కదా, మీరు కంట్రోల్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా.
సార్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ ద న్యూ జాయినర్స్ ఓన్లీ సార్.
ఆల్ మ్యూట్ కొట్టేస్తే ఎవరు రాస్తారు.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Right.
So Anju madam also in mute.
Anju also got muted, madam.
అన్మ్యూట్ అయిపోతుంది సార్.
Let me just look into it. Yeah, ma'am. Anju ma'am, మీరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ఇప్పుడు. Can you do that?
It's okay now, madam.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Can I start?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I have presented the reasons, like most of the time children forget drinking water, and some says that they don't like the taste, they feel vomiting sensation, and initially water facility was there only in the ground floors. That was the one of the reason. And కొంతమంది ఏం చెప్పారంటే వాష్రూమ్స్ నీట్ గా ఉండవు మ్యామ్, we don't feel like going, that's why we don't take water, after going home we drink enough water. Sometimes children says that ma'am, teachers are not giving permission. Sometimes not sometimes, like most of the time, especially +1 +2 children, 10th and 9th children, they told me like, ma'am, girls washroom దగ్గర బాయ్స్ నిల్చుంటారు, చాలా awkward గా ఉంటుంది వెళ్ళడానికి. Maybe that was the one of the reason why I'm not drinking water. So we get to know, by looking at the worksheets, we get to know all these answers. And I even asked them what color urine you are having right now. Most of the children doesn't know. When I asked it the first time, they'll be like, ma'am, we didn't observe this. But I asked them, just observe and let me know, because if it's turning into urine, sooner or later it will leads to UTI issues, right? So I asked this question as well, and I asked them, especially boys, whenever they feel thirsty, instead of grabbing the water bottle, they grab the Sprites and all, sugary stuff. So I just asked them, do you have that habit? So there are so many questions I do ask. These are the basic ones I am explaining here. So how we ruled out this hydration issue, again, as of course I spoke to the children, I spoke to the family members as well. At the same time, we started having water bells. Second, as a teachers, they remind, as soon as a new teacher enters into the classroom, they just instruct the child to drink the water first. And next, those who doesn't like the water taste, we are using this Saturday club activities will be there in my school. We are using it so well. Every weekend I give them a theme. Even dietitian this year, she joined, and she is also coming with the themes. Like this weekend we will be doing only steamed food, we'll be doing iron rich food, we will be doing calcium rich food, we will be doing B complex rich food. That's how we are giving a theme each week. So Saturdays, they are technically preparing those food. So that's how we created awareness about the nutrition instead of going for the random sessions, because children feel it so boring. Like that, we have added alternative drinks for the water. Those who doesn't like the water taste, they can come up with the zira concoction, fennel concoction. They learned preparing during their club activities through home economics period. That is one thing. And those who said they don't have access, our management arranged water facility in each floors, then washroom concerns. This is something I think I and PET teachers took the responsibility. Initial days, I have instructed all the IMS very clearly, and I think around 2 to 3 months, every single day I used to go and check the washrooms every 2 hours, every 3 hours. That's how IMS also became little alert now. I'm making sure hand washes should be there, and we have kept the boards like no discussions in the washrooms. As you know, washroom contains a lot of bad bacteria which directly goes into the gut and it disturbs the gut. But స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఏంటి అంటే బ్రేక్స్ టైంలోనే వాళ్ళకు ఫ్రీడమ్ ఉంటుంది కొంచెం మాట్లాడుకోవడానికి. సో చాలా మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏంటి అంటే టాయిలెట్స్లో గ్యాంగ్ అప్ అయిపోతారు చాలాసేపు. ఆ 15 minutes బ్రేక్ ఇస్తే ఆ 15-minute బ్రేక్ కూడా అక్కడే వాళ్ళు టైం స్పెండ్ చేయడానికే ఇష్టపడతారు అనమాట. సో దట్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ hit me so hard. I spoke to the children. We have placed the boards there not to talk there, as it compromised their gut health. This is a strategy worked so well. Then I have clearly instructed teachers, even through the management. I have instructed this instruction like, allow child to use the washroom, because it happens in many schools. It happened in my school earlier. Right now also it's happening, but we are trying our best to prevent this. I mean, these are the strategies so far we have taken. We are looking forward to it, to add some more since we got the new dietitian this year. Then it's not moving. Yes, regarding physical activity, I asked them like, physical activity is really important. I did not to tell you, you know about it, because it secretes feel-good chemicals in our body, no doubt. This everyone knows. And one more thing which is quite interesting for me is physical activity can actually enhances BDNF factor. BDNF means brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Actually, this is basically a protein which is directly contribute in the new brain cells growth. At the same time, it protects the existed ones. It plays a major role. It has a good command over stress hormones, and it has good command over neurotransmitter production even. That is something very fascinating. I have come up with, I have come across such studies and new research papers. So that's why I give a lot of importance to it, because this is not only giving the feel good hormones, it already promoting the brain cells growth, and it's protecting the existing ones. So regarding physical activity, I do ask questions like how long you sit. There are certain students who doesn't like to move. So I even ask them, if you're sitting for a long time, do you get up? If you get up, how long, I mean, how often you get up? And I ask them like, do you have any planned exercises? Are you opting for any sport? Are you going for any sport? Are you there in the, we do have CCA activities, right? I ask them whether you are in a dance or yoga. If you are there, I mean, how long you're participating, because there are certain students who are little enthu. Either they underperform or they do it over. I have come across certain children who are there in sports. They play a sport or they do certain exercises, especially aerobics and aerobics exercises. They tell me that, ma'am, I started doing exercises. I did for 2 hours. I did for 3 hours. I know అవి very help చేసే బదులు డ్యామేజ్ ఎక్కువగా చేస్తాయి. So I need to rule out this also. That's why I ask about the duration as well. If the child says that, ma'am, I'm not doing anything, then I ask them,
మళ్ళా స్టార్ట్ అయిందా? హలో, ఏయ్ మళ్ళా స్టార్ట్ అయిందా?
Can you please unmute yourself, ma'am? Lakshmi Garu?
Oh, sorry, madam.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So when a child says that, no, ma'am, I'm not there in a sport, because it's it's quite common nowadays. Especially we do have foundation blocks separately. Those children, they come around the morning 8:20 or 8:30 కల్లా వచ్చేస్తారు వాళ్ళు. ఈవినింగ్ వెళ్ళేది 6 o'clock కి. 6 o'clock ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత then again they have to go for the tuitions or something like that. By the time around 9:30 or 10, children will be reaching, especially 9th and 10th students. So they are asking them, ma'am, ఈ questions అన్ని అడుగుతున్నారు, do you really think we have time to go for that? So there is one category like that. There are another category like, ma'am, కొంచెం వెళ్ళి ఆడుకున్నా కానీ I'm getting pains, I'm getting aches, I'm not feeling good, I'm getting fatigue. They come up with these reasons. These are real. These are real reasons. There are certain students who have no idea about it. So we have hosted sessions. We collaborated with the PETs. We hosted certain sessions for the children. Then we came up with the strategies like PET session is mandatory right now in my institution. Weekly thrice we do have PET. Remaining 3 days we have CCA. Whenever a child comes up with behavioral concerns, any mood issues, anxiety issues, I direct them to the PET. సో ఇనిషియల్లీ కొంచెం స్ట్రగుల్ ఫేస్ చేసాం, ఎందుకంటే పీఈటీలో ఆడుకోవడం ఇష్టం కానీ డ్రిల్ ఎవరికి ఇష్టం ఉండదు. సో వీ యాడెడ్ సమ్ ఫన్ టు దాట్, లైక్ వీ యాడెడ్ మ్యూజిక్. సో ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం వెళ్ళే వాళ్ళు పెరిగారు, పీఈటీకి యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకునే వాళ్ళు పెరిగారు ఇప్పుడు. సో ఎవరైతే సిసిఏలో యోగా అండ్ డాన్స్ ఆప్ట్ చేశారో దే విల్ బి గోయింగ్ ఫర్ దాట్. ఇఫ్ ద చైల్డ్ హూ కమ్ అప్ విత్ సైకలాజికల్ కన్సర్న్స్, I speak to the PET department. At the same time, I speak to the dance and yoga department. ఎందుకంటే ఈ పిల్లలు ఏంటి అంటే ఆల్రెడీ వాళ్ళు ఫిజికల్ యాక్టివిటీ పెద్దగా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇవ్వరు, అండ్ దానివల్ల ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు యోగాకి కానీ డాన్స్ కానీ ప్రిఫర్ చేయకుండా చెస్కి వెళ్ళడము, ఆర్ట్స్ అండ్ క్రాఫ్ట్స్కి వెళ్ళడము. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ ఫిజికల్ యాక్టివిటీ ఎక్కువగా ఉండదు, రిలాక్స్గా కూర్చొని హ్యాపీగా చేసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇలాంటి చిల్డ్రన్ కూడా ఉంటారు. సో ఇలాంటి వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడైనా నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చారు ఈ కన్సర్న్స్తో అంటే నేను వెంటనే ఆ రెస్పెక్టెడ్ సిసిఏ టీచర్స్తో మాట్లాడేసి నేను స్విచ్ చేయించేస్తాను వాళ్ళకు యోగాకి కానీ డాన్సింగ్ కానీ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దేర్. So that is the one strategy we are using. PET is not negotiable. కొంతమంది టీచర్స్ తీసుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తూ ఉంటారు సిలబస్ అవ్వలేదు అని. We are very much strict about it. Like they can't take it. We are not compromising on the PET. So that's how we are making sure that at least 1 hour, 1 hour they are moving their body at the same time. This year, my teachers are working so well. As soon as a new teacher enters into the classroom, they are making sure that they help the children to do little stretching, just doing the tadas and just stretching here and there. Simply, sit-ups. Now we've started. We need to see how it's going. These are strategies we are using as of now to cultivate this physical activity in their curriculum. Next comes, yes, every psychologist, every psychiatrist, every physician gives the most importance to the sleep. Am I right? Yeah. So sleep related questions, like you can see, there are many, but I have mentioned only few here. Like I definitely ask them, like how many hours they are sleeping. And I do ask them about their bedtime and wake up time. Is it constant or not? As you know, our brain and body they needs the assurance, they needs the consistency, they needs a routine. Otherwise it will enter into the fight and flight mode. So that's why I just asked this question. Along with that, I do give importance, like బెడ్ ఎక్కగానే ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది నిద్ర రావడానికి, ఒకవేళ రాలేదు. సో like at least out of 10, minimum 5 to 6 students tell me that, ma'am, bed ekkina 1.5 hour ki 2 hours ki nidra vastundi. There are certain students who tells me that, ma'am, night 10 ki నేను బెడ్ ఎక్కుతాను కానీ నాకు నిద్ర వచ్చేసరికి 3 o'clock అవుతుంది, 4 o'clock అవుతుంది, మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్కి వచ్చిన తర్వాత అసలు క్లాస్ వినలేకపోతున్నాను. సో ఇలా చెప్పే వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. Then I asked them what might be the reason. There are certain children who told me that, మ్యామ్, నేను బెడ్ ఎక్కగానే మా మమ్మీ రీల్స్ చూస్తూ ఉంటారు, అడిగితే నేను సౌండ్ తక్కువ పెట్టుకున్నాను కదా, నీకేంటి ఇష్యూ అని అంటారు, బట్ ఆ లైట్ నన్ను డిస్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది, ఇట్ నాట్ అలౌ మీ టు. అండ్ there are certain children who told me that డాడీ న్యూస్ వింటూ ఉంటారు, లేదంటే ఏదో ఒకటి రీల్స్ చూస్తూ ఉంటారు, వాల్యూమ్ తగ్గించమన్నా తగ్గించరు, నాకు సౌండ్ ఉంటే నిద్ర రాదు, కొంతమంది థాట్స్ రన్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి మ్యామ్ హియర్ అండ్ దేర్, కొంతమంది ఏం చెప్తారంటే టెంపరేచర్, రూమ్ టెంపరేచర్ చాలా వేడిగా ఉంది, చాలా చల్లగా ఉంది. సో we think that these are the simple one. But వాళ్ళ ప్లేస్ లో నిల్చొని చూస్తే we will understand how it is compromising their sleep actually. And one more, especially ఆడపిల్లల్లో నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను, దే షేర్డ్ విత్ మీ, ఎవరైతే పిల్లలు వాటర్ సరిగ్గా తాగరో, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఇష్యూ నేను సమ్మర్ టైంలో ఎక్కువగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను, లైక్ ఫిబ్రవరి టు ఏప్రిల్ గ్యాప్ లో ఎక్కువగా చెప్పాను. అంటే let me discuss one case study which happened just 1.5 months ago. One child came crying, saying that I don't want to live, I just want to die. So I understand that she's feeling so low. I comforted her initially, I just spoke to her slowly. She told me one thing. I asked her what happened. I couldn't do my exam well, I don't know, I think I might fail in this subject. Then I asked her what happened, why you couldn't prepare for that. Exam paper hard గా వచ్చిందా, నువ్వు ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వలేదా, గుర్తుకు రాలేదా ఎగ్జామ్ లో అని అడిగితే షీ వాజ్ లైక్, నో మ్యామ్, నైట్ అంతా నాకు వెజినల్ ఇచ్చింగ్ సెన్సేషన్ ఉండింది, నేను పడుకోలేకపోయాను, అసలు ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ లేచి రివిజన్ చేసుకుందాం అనుకున్నా, నా వల్ల కాలేదు, నేను లేవలేదు, ఎగ్జామ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ ముందు స్కూల్కి రావడానికి ముందు నేను లేచాను. సో యూటీఐ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్, ఇట్ వాస్ అ యూటీఐ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్. తనకు అది మంత్లీ అట్లీస్ట్ 3 to 4 days అది తను డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తూనే ఉంది. It might sound like a simple issue, but the child is facing this from the past 6 months or 7 months. Somehow it compromised her sleep pattern. She couldn't prepare, she couldn't get up, she couldn't prepare. I think you can see the link. It is just a UTI issue, but it has the direct impact on how she is thinking, her sleeping pattern, how she's looking after the studies and all. So that's why I give the importance. I ask them what is preventing them not to sleep. Then question is, what do you usually do right before the bed? I ask them what you do. Most of the children says that we just scroll the mobile. I ask them, till you go to bed, they say yes. అడిగాను అనమాట, లైక్ అంత ఘనంగా చూడడానికి ఏముంటుందిరా, అది కూడా నైట్ 10 వరకు 11 వరకు. సో దే వర్ టెల్లింగ్ మీ, మ్యామ్ డేటా మిగిలి ఉంటుంది కదా, వి మేక్ షూర్ దట్ ఇట్ విల్ గెట్ ఫినిష్. సో దెర్ ఆర్ సర్టెన్ రీజన్స్, అండ్ there are certain students who told me that before క్రైమ్ పెట్రోల్ సిఐడి చూడకపోతే వాళ్ళకి నిద్ర రాదని కూడా చెప్పారనమాట. దెర్ ఇస్ అ వన్ కేస్ వేర్ ద చైల్డ్, షీ గాట్ molested by somebody nearby her home. So she was having anxiety, she was having panic attacks, and she was under the interventions that time. So we rolled out her nutritional stuff, everything. We rolled out proper things, and we started giving the interventions, but nothing was turning out. So one fine day, I was just simply having a conversation with her about the shows, Korean shows actually. Then she said like, no ma'am, I don't watch Korean shows, but I love crime oriented shows, especially CID and crime petrol. I never miss it out. Before going to bed, I just finish at least one episode. Then I understood, okay, this is something keep on triggering her anxious levels. As you know, when they are watching, if a child who got molested and having past abuse experiences, if they are watching continuously, especially before going to bed, this kind of crime series, of course their anxiety levels will maintain the same. So that's when I have decided to ask what kind of stuff they watch before the bed. And next question is like, do you wake up often in the midnights? There are certain students who are having sleep disturbances. They do say this, yes ma'am, మేము లేస్తాము అని చెప్తారు. కొంతమంది ఏంటంటే టాయిలెట్ ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ గా వస్తుంది మ్యామ్, దానివల్ల లేవాల్సి వస్తుంది, మళ్ళీ పడుకోవాలంటే అట్లీస్ట్ 1 hour 1.5 hour పడుతుంది అని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. So here you can see children who are missing out drinking water in the school premises. As soon as they go home, they will start drinking water, maybe on their own will, or parents might be pressurizing them. సో టిల్ 8-9 వరకు కూడా వాటర్ తాగుతూనే ఉంటారు. దానివల్ల ఏంటి అంటే నైట్ టైంలో యూరినేషన్ ఎక్కువగా జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో దానివల్ల లేవడం, మళ్ళీ పడుకునేటప్పుడు అది ఇనిషియేట్ చేయలేకపోవడం, దే డూ హ్యావ్ దేర్ ఓన్ ఇష్యూస్. Then I ask them question like as soon as they wake up, how do they feel, tired or active? And I even ask them whether they are feeling sleepy. I asked with the teacher as well. So after taking this proper questionnaire, I mean proper information from the child, we started giving the interventions. Like I spoke to the parents, like to have certain family rules. Like మా ఇంట్లో ఏంటంటే అండి 9:30 అయింది అంటే గ్యాడ్జెట్స్ అని వాటి ప్లేస్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతాయి. మ్యాక్సిమం మా మొబైల్స్ మా బెడ్రూమ్లో ఉండవు, అవి హాల్లో మేము పెట్టేస్తాము, అని స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసేస్తాము. ఒక్కటే ఒక మొబైల్ ఆన్లో ఉంటుంది, మిగతావన్నీ ఫ్లైట్ మోడ్లో ఉంటాయి మ్యాక్సిమం. సో 9:30 నిద్ర వస్తుందా లేదా సెకండరీ, బట్ వి మేక్ షూర్ దట్ 9:30 వీఆర్ ఆన్ బెడ్. So we ask families to cultivate certain, not necessarily they need to go to bed by 9 or 9:30. They can come up with a time which can be maintained consistency. So this is one thing I have asked. The second thing is we asked them to cultivate any gratitude prayer or journal writing. There are certain children who are not fan of journaling or offering any gratitude prayer. So I asked them to dip their feet in a warm water, in a normal water, because when we are dipping our feet into the warm water, it instantly calms down our nervous system. Then I have taught a few children who are having sleep issues. I have taught them this body tapping techniques, which we call as emotional freedom techniques. Along with that, this year we have come up with the Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a mindful practice. If we can do it late evenings and early in the mornings, it just calms down our nervous system. So as of now, we are following this. Then comes screen time. When it comes to screen time, I need not to tell you, I think we have been discussing about screen time for so long. I think after Corona, this been a discussion of every family, every institution, right? Yeah. So when it comes to screen time, I do ask the questions, but especially I ask questions to the parents. I speak to the parents. I discuss strategies with the parents, because if the child is having vulnerability, availability will make it worse. Am I right? So I speak to the parents most of the time to set certain rules at home. First of all, I ask the child, like యూజువలీ ఏ టైంలో మీరు మొబైల్స్ ఎక్కువగా యూస్ చేస్తారు? మార్నింగ్ లేవగానే యూస్ చేస్తారా, ఈవినింగ్ ఇంటికి వెళ్ళాక యూస్ చేస్తారా, లేట్ నైట్స్ యూస్ చేస్తారా? ఒకవేళ యూస్ చేస్తే అది స్కూల్ హోంవర్క్స్ కోసం చేస్తారా, గేమ్స్ ఆడుకుంటారా, చాట్ కాల్స్ కోసమా, జస్ట్ స్క్రోల్ చేయడానికి యూస్ చేస్తారా? I do ask them, and I even ask them what are their favorite shows. లాస్ట్ మీకు చెప్పాను కదా ఒక కేస్ హిస్టరీ. అప్పటి నుంచి వాళ్ళ ఫేవరెట్ షోస్ ఏంటి, ఆ షో చూడడానికి మెయిన్ రీజన్ ఏంటి. ఎందుకంటే ఈ పాపని నేను అడిగినప్పుడు సిఐడి క్రైమ్ ప్రోటోల్ ఎందుకు చూస్తున్నానా అంటే, లేదు మ్యామ్, ఇలాంటివి చూస్తే కొంచెం అవేర్నెస్ ఉంటుంది, ఇలాంటి ఇన్సిడెంట్స్ జరిగినప్పుడు ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఎలా ఉండకూడదు అని ఒక బేసిక్ నాలెడ్జ్ వస్తుంది కదా. సో నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఇలాంటిది నాతో జరగకుండా ఉండడానికి ఐ విల్ బి వాచింగ్ దిస్. యాక్చువల్లీ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అ రైట్ కోపింగ్ మెకానిజం. I made her understand later. So తన మాటలు విన్న తర్వాత I added this particular question. Then I even asked them like whether they do have any habit of binge watching. It is quite common among the girls. I can't generalize it, boys also, but girls ఏంటంటే కొంచెం ఎమోషనల్ కనెక్టెడ్ గా ఉంటారు నాతో. ప్రతిదీ ఏది అడిగినా కానీ like they try to give the accurate answers. So there are so many girls who are addicted to this Korean dramas, Chinese dramas. They do have these habits. Boys do watch web series, they do binging it. And then I just ask them like whether you have this series or you watch this kind of stuff with the family, or you watch it alone, because it also have its own impact. then I asked them like, do you have any rules at home regarding screen? But most of the time, most of the families doesn't have. At least, I mean, I don't know about the other institution. In my institution, out of the 10, I think 1 or 2 parents are having the rules. Rest are very, they're not paying that much attention because they are busy in their work. I can't blame them. So to handle the screen time, I definitely speak to the parent first. I talk to them, I ask them to set the rules, just come up with the things. And still we are figuring out how to apply the strategies. We are finding for a expert who can provide a session to the parents, to the teachers of my institution. But as of now, I'm just talking to the parent to come up with the rules. At the same time, this year I have given the seminar topics to all the classes to discuss about online safety and how unsafe use of social media is leading to the issues, and what are the psychological, physical effects of having the over screen timing. So now they are preparing. Yesterday, last week, 2 seminars were done. There are certain students who are telling me that, oh my God, ma'am, we heard the word called brain rot, but after you allotted this particular subject to us to host a seminar, we have gone through many things. We have gone through Google, we have gone through some research papers. I asked them to come up, get the information from the research papers rather than just Googling it. So they were coming and sharing with me, oh my goodness, now we understood. But they're asking me, even though we understood, we can't able to resist ourselves not to scrolling. Still we are figuring out. Let's see. Next comes, I do ask questions related whether they are spending time in the nature. As you guys know, nature is a natural healer. I can't tell you how beneficial it is. We have a basic idea about it. Fortunately, in my school, we have grounds, we have gardens. Most of the school doesn't have it. Even grounds kuda untatledu vallaku. So since we have the garden, we make sure that whatever activities we are planning, we make sure that it happened in our garden. This is the picture from one of Tai Chi practice. Children who are having issues with the sleep, especially, and the anger issues. I started providing a basic. I'm not a Tai Chi expert, I'm not a Qigong expert, but basic steps I am teaching them. Yeah, it is working well for most of the children. I just ask them whether they are spending time in the nature or not, whether they are involving any gardening, or they walking in the parks, or green fields, or not only that. I just ask them whether anything stopping them spending time with the nature. Most of the children tells me, especially we do have 4 branches. The picture you are seeing is a Cedar Valley International School, where we have the garden and the ground as well. There are 3 more branches we do have, where we don't have a garden, but we do have a open space, playgrounds we do have. సో చాలా మంది పిల్లలు చెప్తారు, మ్యామ్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఎక్కడ టైం ఉంటుంది మ్యామ్, దొరికేదే సండే కూడా ఇంత హోంవర్క్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు. సెకండ్ వచ్చేసి పేరెంట్స్ బయటికి తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి టైం లేదు, మా చుట్టుపక్కల కూడా పార్క్స్ లేవని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. సో దిస్ ఇయర్ మై మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఈస్ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్ హ్యావింగ్ అట్లీస్ట్ లిటిల్ space where we can plant a garden, this grass, so that child can walk upon, they can have a little time over there. Yes, that's it. I think spending the nature, I think we ask only very few questions. If they are not having enough time to spend in the nature, I take them out, I take them to the ground, I take them to the garden. In Cedar Valley, we are teaching them the farming as well. Last year we have started. So that's how they are coming into the connection with the nature. Last but not least, I even ask about the spiritual health. See, I'm not talking about the religious practices here. I just ask them whether they are following any sort of spiritual practices at home. It might be meditation, it might be some mindfulness activities. because you know how beneficial it is. I don't know how many of you agree with me, but I'm a person with the spiritual health. Before going to bed, it's mandatory for us to have offer a gratitude prayer, because somewhere or other it gives us a strength, it gives us a confidence that about the cloud somebody is there to look after us. Am I right? Even in the worst situations we find the meaning in it, like ఇంత జరిగింది ఏదో ఒక మంచి ఉండి ఉంటుంది. So it cultivates a kind of positive attitude. See, I'm not asking you to believe in the God, but I ask the children, do you believe in the God? If not, universe, if not, Mother Nature, if not, your own subconscious mind, your own ability, do you believe in it? Do you surrender to it when things are not going well? I do ask questions like that. If somebody is having religious practices, I ask them to do it. So that's it. I think these are the questions usually I ask to rule out the physical aspects, and I take the help of the dietitians. I take the help of the yoga instructors, especially PETs, especially. And whenever the child come up with the hyperactivity and all, I refer to an occupational therapist. Whenever a child comes with the speech concerns, I refer them to an audiologist. We do have I collaborated with one person here. So most of the time, I do a teamwork rather than going alone. I think I suggest you to do that, because when we work together, we can reap maximum outcome of the treatment. At last, I would say only one thing, like I said earlier. If possible, try to collaborate with other professionals, because I did that. It's working so well for me. I'm not pressurizing you. Just give a try, because at the end, we are the part of a team. We need not to know all the answers. We just need to know when to refer someone. Yeah, thank you. Do you have any questions? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. If anybody has any questions, they can kindly unmute themselves and talk. I think we have a question in the chat box.
Let me check, ma'am. No, I couldn't see anything, ma'am.
How does exposure to crime-related information affect the child development or mental health?
Let me check. How does exposure to crime-related information affect a child's development and mental health? Sir, have you watched any crime series, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you are audible to me.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
of course, we do.
Have you watched after finishing the series? How do you feel usually?
See, other than it may be my individual experience which I might be sharing.
Yes, yes, sir.
Everybody will have their own perspective after watching this.
Yeah.
That's how it is. What I was trying to understand is how it affects on children, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
The question I have raised also, I'm a forensic person, basically. I'm interested more in forensics.
Okay.
I'm certified in forensics. And
Okay.
I encourage children. I have difference of opinions. That's the reason I have asked this question, basically. I
Okay,
personally
sir.
feel that.
So here,
Yeah, I personally feel even children also should have minimum knowledge of the crime, looking at the present scenario
yes,
in the
sir.
society. That's what the reason I have asked the question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think you have seen another question along with that. Like, do you watch these series alone or with the family? See, when they watch CID Crime Patrol along with the family will be there to tell them, make them understand. I hope you understand. When they watch alone, we don't know how they perceive. If they are watching once in a while to know things about it, how to be cautious, to know the strategies to when something goes wrong, how to deal with it, that's completely fine. If somebody who is already not in a good position, who is somebody taking treatment for the anxiety, taking the intervention for the anxiety, if she is watching right before going to the bed, that too alone, That
Okay.
creates an impact, sir. That shoots the stress hormones in her. That's what I meant to say. I'm not against of watching Crime Patrol and CID, sir.
I got
Even
it.
I'm
I
a
got
fan of it. I'm a huge
it.
fan of it.
I got it.
But I started watching this along with my uncle, who is very much interested into this.
If I understand correctly, you mean to say it should be
It should
under the
be.
yeah. It
Yeah,
should be
because
under
child may not perceive the way we
that's right.
want it to.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's why I
Possibly,
have
I have
mentioned
not
that
gone
question.
through the second point what we have said. I have joined in middle. Maybe that was the.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, sir. Nice to meeting you, sir. I
Very
think
nice.
for the first time I'm interacting with a forensic expert here.
No, I'm not the expert. I'm certified in forensics. I'm
Okay, you are
mission research
certified. You're
student
not
actually.
working in the forensic.
No, I'm into some other department. It's out of academic interest. I'm pursuing my law as well as I'm
Okay.
certified in forensic psychology. Actually.
Oh, lovely, sir. Lovely. Nice to meeting you, sir.
Very nice.
I hope I cleared your doubt.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we suggest the children to watch mobile? What is the role of parents, madam? I would say yes, you can give, because I'm not against of the screen time at any cost, because children learn through it. See, I learned many things through the mobile only. I get very rare opportunity to have face-to-face conversations. So most of the time, the knowledge which I have gained over the period of time, it's only through my gadget only. So I'm not against of it. You make sure that what your child is watching and how duration of the time are you being there. If you are I don't know about, you're talking about the children of pre-teens or teens or late teens, whomever is watching, the duration what they are watching matters a lot. You make sure that they are not scrolling without purpose, they are scrolling something with purpose. I even ask my students that whenever you enter into the mobile, whenever you are entering into the YouTube or Instagram, you first decide what concept you would like to. Even you are watching anything which is like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you make sure that you decide, are you going to look after the travel content, food content, or political content, whatever it might be. You first decide, then you start watching it. Instead of going for the reels, opt for 15 minutes and 20 minutes. Because this is something I'm telling from my experience. Last year, it's been a very tough time in my life, actually. So as soon as I come from the institution, I used to hold my mobile because there is nobody at home. So I was alone. As soon as I come, I started scrolling. So after that, one fine day I was watching a movie. You don't believe, for my surprise, I was watching movie, but every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, I'm just taking my mobile, I'm just scrolling. Again, I'm watching movie, again, I'm scrolling. Then I understood how badly my attention span got compromised. That's when I started working on it. I started researching on it. Then I understood purposeful scrolling is not a bad thing. So before entering into the mobile, we need to know for what reason we are entering. Most of the time we enter into to set some contacts, to search something, but we end up watching many reels. So parental monitoring is really important, ma'am. It's not at all bad thing. Having a screen time is not bad thing unless you are doing it purposefully. It's some other questions. I'm referring to the CID program you have mentioned about. I couldn't understand your question, RK Singhji. Cell number? Whose cell number? Can we suggest the children watch? Any other questions? I couldn't hear, sir. Any other questions?
I don't think we have anyone.
Yes, can we wind up?
Yeah, sure. And also, I'd also like to tell you that I'm also a practicing psychologist, and also I also believe in following a solid routine and checking on your diet as well, because that has a great impact on your mental health. I also have a master's degree in microbiology, so I previously did a session on gut microbiome's impact on mental health. So I completely understand how everything is connected.
Yes, yes,
Having
yes.
a solid routine, screen time, big time.
Yeah.
You know, you're ultimately what you eat. You are what
Yes.
you eat.
True,
So
true.
even for my clients, I suggest them to go on a proper routine first, change their diet, and then almost 50% of their problems will be solved right there and then.
Yes, 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 ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a really good thing that you're doing for the children, because they really need to be aware of what they are getting themselves into.
Yes, true, true.
Thank you. Thank you. Keep on continuing your great work. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a teamwork, ma'am.
I,
At the
I,
end,
ha-
it's a teamwork.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a
yes.
question.
Yes, 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 sir.
I say I'm Sambaswara. Okay. It's very nice. Your session is very good, very practical also. Here,
Thank you, sir.
one thing just I want to ask is, there are two angles regarding children. One is a professional angle, another one is
Yes.
a parent angle.
Yes, yes.
As I know that nowadays, the parents, many of the things they know it.
Yeah.
But as a professional advice, definitely we can give. But the parents, when they know these things, implementation, how they can do it, because it's becoming difficult. When I am
Yes, yes, sir.
observing my grandchildren, etc., it's becoming difficult.
Yes,
Can
yes,
you
true,
tell
sir.
1 or 2 or 3 steps how the parents can make them to fall into this particular group? That is my point.
It's a nice question, sir. When we started, you know what? When I hosted a session for the first time, you don't believe, sir, only 5 members got registered out of 3,500 children in my school. First time, just 5 members. So we decided to host the session for 5 members. And after a 1 month duration, I hosted it again. For my surprise, it was around 240 to 250 members. Word of mouth, it has gone. Somehow I'm trying to bring them to attend the sessions as of now, and I started working with few parents, not everyone. If I speak to 100 parents, only 2 or 3 coming forward to work with me. Okay. They are ready to make the changes. Very, very low, sir, very low. Last year it was like that, but this year I could see a little change, again, word of mouth, that we have been doing this as per the suggestion of a yoga instructor, as per the suggestion of the occupation therapist, as per the suggestion of the Anjum ma'am. They are saying that that's how people are, I mean, that's how parents are coming now. Most of the parents coming to me when the child having so many behavioral concerns, and I could say that, last stage అంటారు కదా, ఆ స్టేజ్కి వచ్చిన తర్వాతే వచ్చేసి సరెండర్ అయ్యే వాళ్ళే ఎక్కువ ఉన్నారు. సో యూఆర్ అబ్సల్యూట్లీ రైట్ సార్, ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ ద పేరెంట్. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ వీఆర్ ట్రయింగ్ అవర్ బెస్ట్. దెర్ ఆర్ సర్టన్ పేరెంట్స్ హు ఆర్ బీయింగ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ టీమ్, హు ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ అస్ టు హెల్ప్ దేర్ ఓన్ చిల్డ్రన్. ఐ కుడ్ సీ, ఐ మీన్ 2022 నుంచి నేను ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్లో ఉన్నాను. స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి కంపేర్ చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు పేరెంటల్ రేషియో పెరిగింది. వీఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ మెనీ మోర్ పేరెంట్స్ టు జాయిన్ అవర్ టీమ్. Samashwarav, sir, you got the answer, sir?
And also you have compliments in the chat section, so please kindly check.
Yeah. Could you share this video link? Oh, I didn't present any video, ma'am.
The session is actually recorded, so
Oh,
it
okay,
will
okay.
uploaded in the
Okay.
YouTube channel.
Okay, 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 okay. Any other questions? Can we wind up the session?
Yeah, I don't think we have any questions. No?
Can we wind up, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. And thank you
Hope
so
this
much.
session was useful. Hope you learned something new today.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is there anybody who wants to talk?
Someone's asking Gmail ID, I guess.
My
Your
Gmail
Gmail.
ID?
Yeah.
Could you please ask Krishnaprasad sir? He will let you know my contact details.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Have a great evening. Good night.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you so much.